Hi all and welcome back to your channel. So today I'm back at Anfield for the Anfield Road Expansion update, and there's quite a bit of work going on, so we'll have a look at it and do some talking points. So if you look over on the very left hand terrace that's up, the concrete's in already. I was up midweek to do a close-up and there was no concrete in it then. Oh, loads of concrete in it now. There is a backspan just there. You know what, let's get high and get over. Get above the cranes. So let's get over where this backspan is. Yeah. Is that fully assembled? Well, if it is, it'll be ready to go up anytime soon, because that's good to receive it now, that side, just there. Let's get over this side, because yeah, they still need to get the ironwork in for that terrace. So we've got where that terracing is there, going to have a backspan, then a space, then a backspan, then a space, then a backspan, then a space, then a backspan, then a space. So they're going to have to put ironwork in to put the new backspan in, and then that'll be all 5 in then. I don't know how they're going to connect the rest of the stand, but that's what it's all about, waiting and exploring to see. Okay, let's get over this side. You can see a load of ironwork on the floor, so that'll be well above the crane. Looks down close, just before anyone comments says, oh, you're too close to the cranes. There's a guy working up there that I can see from the grounds. There is he? He's next to that backspan there, so there's a couple just there. So yeah, the ironwork will be going into that next space then, and then terracing, and then they'll assemble the last backspan, and then that'll be all the backspans up, ready to receive the roof in November, hopefully, as I keep saying, and people try and correct to me. Right, just getting around fast. Yeah, tons of work going on there. Yeah, it looks great. Don't know what that is there. Can't really see on the screen, but I'll have a look in post-processing. Sorry, I'll have a look in post-processing. There we go. Got it out in the end. And we'll find out what that is. So we'll get to some talking points. Have a little fly around and have a look around, okay? Let's turn around, have a look at the stands. So the first point I'll bring up is, in my last video I mentioned another YouTuber who'd been jailed for stalking. Not going to mention his name, don't need to mention his name anymore, I don't want to mention his name. It's more of a social experiment, to be honest, to see what kind of support he had, and quite a few souls come out giving me down the banks. Okay, so it worked. One accused me of trying to make money off his name. The joke's on you, because I didn't even monetize the video. Okay, if anything, I'm damaging my own channel by even mentioning his name, which is why I'm not going to mention his name anymore. So unlucky on that one. Someone else said that they stopped watching me now because I mentioned this guy for half the video, which in the video title it says what it's about, and then in big letters on the thumbnail it says what the video is about. So if you didn't want to watch it, that's the reason why I've done that. Okay, so there we go. Hopefully I haven't even spent 60 seconds on that, because that's the last thing I want to mention it. Okay, so yeah, someone's put who'd have thought that the Cop would end up being the smallest stand. I've mentioned this many times in videos, and yeah, it's a shame. Or is it a shame? As well, 20 years ago the Cop was an impressive stand. Now look how big the ground's getting, and now it's the smallest stand. It's still not a small stand, is it? It holds 13,000 people, but it's just the smallest stand in the grounds. But just shows the progression that the owners have got for the Liverpool Football Club. Okay, right, let's swing it round to the side and cover some more points. Someone said, will the stand be ready for Christmas? No, it's just, as I know I keep mentioning, you know, finished completion dates and all that, but obviously if people are new to the channel, then they don't know, they haven't seen the other videos. It's going to be ready for start of next season. So what are we now? We're in, so the 23-24 season it'll be ready for. Let's get down and have a look at there. I don't want to be over the site, which I'm not. I'm trying, because that stands, now all the terracing's going in, it looks really steep. The same as the main stand. I don't like steep stands, as I keep mentioning in videos. Someone said, off topic, being ex-military, which I am, did they have positive feelings towards the Queen's funeral, following her death, and the royal family in general? As I've said on this channel loads of times, I'm going to keep politics out of it. What I will say about the funeral is, being ex-military, I thought the military done an outstanding job of the garden of the Queen, the day of the funeral, the procession, you know, the lads done amazing. I've done guard duty, not to that extent, and it's hard work standing still for hours, not being able to move. It's really, really hard work. So hats off to the lads who done it. And I'll just mention the lads who sadly passed away, the 18-year-old lads who walked next to the Queen's, well, marched next to the Queen's coffin on his day of funeral. Sadly passed away last week, so I'll give him a mention. And condolences to his family. But yeah, as regards to, you know, the politics around it, I'm not going to get into it, okay? People that have their own opinions, I've got mine, and they're just opinions, okay? So I'll keep them to myself. Not a negative. I just don't want to talk about it, okay? As I don't mind losing people from the channel that I support, people that I don't like, but I do mind losing people to the channel when I start getting into the politics of stuff. I won't even get into politics of football. Okay. Someone, again, people are mentioning about Bramley Moore looks though it's going up faster than the Anfield Road stand. It doesn't matter. There's two separate deadlines for these two separate builds, and as long as they're ready for the time when they said they're going to be ready, it doesn't really matter. Bramley Moore can't open until the beginning of the 24-25 season, so it's irrelevant how fast it goes. It could be ready tomorrow, but it still can't open until that date. Okay, so that's when the first match is going to be, to begin the 24-25 season. Anfield Road is going to be ready for the beginning next season, so it really doesn't matter how it looks. Bramley Moore is absolutely flying up, and it looks brilliant. That's all I'll say on that. Yeah. Yeah, someone said that right. It looks like the new stands will go into the lower terracing. So I think they mean now that they did put more, but I don't like reading out the full comments because it takes up a lot of time to video. So what they mean is when the roof comes off the old Anfield Road, they want to know if the upper tier is going to come off the upper Anfield Road, and then the lower tier will be used as part of the new stands. It's not. It's all going to get ripped out. That's what happened with the main stand down here. The old main stand got completely ripped out. All them seats there aren't from the old main stands. They're brand new. That's a brand new build. The only thing they kept original was the foundations of the stands, which was built by Archibald Leach, which is just renowned for, you know, building the best foundations, and he was the best at building football stands in his day. And even to this day, the foundations he built for the old main stands were saved Liverpool millions, because they were able to just build the stands on the old foundations. So no, the whole stand's going to get ripped out. And oh yeah, I like to give people a shout on here that are just starting out on YouTube. Like I'm still fairly new to YouTube myself, but I got quite a big following pretty fast, and I still don't know why. But I appreciate every single subscriber, like, comment. Okay. There's a new guy called Greybeard Droning, and if you're into cinematic drone videos, is outstanding. He doesn't just do the stands, he does around Liverpool as well. I've been watching his videos, and I think they're brilliant, and I don't think he gets half as many views as he should be. So I just thought to give him a little mention, try and give him a little boost. Other great channels out there, you know, as we all know, we've got Mr. Drone, brilliant videos. We've got Paul Frost, he puts out brilliant videos, and yeah, Greybeard Droning. Have a look at his channel. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. His drone control's brilliant. So yeah, and they always give me nice comments on here, so I just thought I'd return the favour, try and get some subscribers, some following. Yeah, and the reason why I mentioned the other fella last time, because I think YouTube is a brilliant tool for good, if you like. There's loads of YouTube channels out there that do okay. They make a lot of money, but they also give a lot back. Mr. Beast is probably the biggest out there. He gives a lot back. Mark Rober, another great channel. Pleasant Green, another good channel. Who else? Trilogy Media, Pierogi. These are all scammer paybacks. These, and there's loads of these scammer paybacks, and they've all got together now, and they set up a call centre to save people money from getting scammed, and they've done a lot. So yeah. And I think YouTube is a great tool for doing good, and if you get the following, like I'd like to get a massive following so I could, you know, do something good with my channel. I've got loads of ideas, but at the moment I'm not big enough to do anything major. But yeah, if I could, I would. What else? I am past my target time of when I wanted to finish, but I never stick to it. What else? Yeah, that's it, sorry. Let's just get over the pitch. So I mentioned about what people's favourite stadiums. I mentioned mine was the Atletico Madrid stadium. Now, when I went to the 2019 Champions League final, that's why I was at Atletico Madrid stadium. I did do a tour of the Bernabeu, and that ground was, you know, it goes without saying, that just blows you away when you see it. The trophy room, the museum tour, it's more like the biggest trophy room ever I've seen. The museum tour, it's just massive. I think it took about 40 minutes to walk through it. The room where they keep all the European cups, I think it's the same size or not, if not bigger than Liverpool's museum. It's just amazing. So yeah, but when I say your favourite ground, you know, everyone's going to say the Burnabout or the Nou Camp or the Allianz, you know what I mean? But mine for comfort that I've ever been to was Atletico Madrid's. Okay, so anyway, that's everything covered on this one. I did do a midweek video where I done close up of the stands when I waited for everyone to go home from work. I had to stand down for a bit till three lads got off from doing the job. So all the comments on that, I'll be doing another close up video on Thursday, Friday maybe, when everyone's gone home, and I'll cover the comments in the last video in that video, so I'm going to keep them separate, if that makes sense, because people might only want to watch the close up videos and not these videos, and vice versa. So the last expansion update, I've covered the comments from that one in this one, and the close-up one I'll cover when I do the next close-up one. That makes sense. Right, there's me warning to get me drone back. My battery's dying. Okay, so thanks for watching my videos. Thank you for supporting me as well. Yeah, I'll use my channel for good whenever I can. Speak to you all soon.